तशरीफ रखो। क्या नाम है आपका?
सर मेरा नाम जावेद अहमद खान है।
किस सब्जेक्ट पे अपने मास्टर्स किया था?
सर मैंने BS इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज इंटरनेशनल इस्लामिक स्टडीज से।
इंग्लिश में किया था आपने?
इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज
कहाँ से?
इंटरनेशनल इस्लामिक यूनिवर्सिटी इस्लामाबाद से।
इस्लामाबाद से। इसका मतलब है कि आपने इंग्लिश को अच्छी तरह से समझा है।
यस सर, 4 ईयर डिग्री की।
वेरी गुड। जो दुनिया में क्लाइमेट चेंज आ रही है, पाकिस्तान को इससे मुतासिर नहीं होना चाहिए, क्योंकि पाकिस्तान में ना कोई उस तरह का कोई इंडस्ट्री है चाइना की तरह और नॉर्थ अमेरिका की तरह कि यहाँ पे अगर एयर को पोल्यूट करने के लिए कोई धुआं और कोई इस किस्म की बात हो, लेकिन फिर भी पाकिस्तान मुतासिर हो रहा है क्लाइमेट चेंज से।
यस वेरी।
सॉलिडिफाई करने के लिए व्हाट डू यू थिंक इस क्लाइमेट चेंज के ड्रैगन को, हाउ टू फेस दिस क्लाइमेट चेंज इशू and what measures you have at the back of your mind?
Yes sir, thank you sir. So Pakistan, according to climate index, it is the 5th most vulnerable country on the climate index. और सर पाकिस्तान इस वजह से ज़्यादा मुतासिर है क्योंकि हमने ग्रीन कवर हमारा बहुत कम है एज़ कम्पेयर टू द वर्ल्ड वाइड ना, कि हमारा 5% से भी कम, इंटरनेशनल जो 25% की आपका ग्रीन कवर होना चाहिए, पाकिस्तान का 5% से भी बिलो जा रहा है। दूसरी वजह ये है कि सर कि यहाँ पे क्योंकि हमारे ईस्ट और वेस्ट में जो चाइना है और इंडिया है, दे आर 2 बिग जाइंट्स और बिग ग्लोबल इमिटर्स। हम इनके दरमियान वाक़या होने की वजह से एक तो ये है, दूसरा तीसरा हमने रेजिलियंट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर भी नहीं डेवलप नहीं किया है ना, कि हमारे रोड्स आजकल भी वही ब्रिक्स एंड मोटर्स वाले रोड है ना, कि बारिश हो जाती है तो हमारे तमाम शाराए नालियाँ सब हो जाती है ना, जबकि चाइना ने इसका लिए बहुत पहले सोल्यूशन बताए थे ना।
क्योटो प्रोटोकॉल के मेन फीचर्स क्या हैं?
सर क्योटो प्रोटोकॉल के मेन फीचर ये कि जो वो है ना, ग्रीन हाउस गैसेस को कम से कम करना, ताकि जो ग्रीन हाउस गैसेस जो ओजोन लेयर में जो एक सुराख पैदा हुआ था ना, तो उसकी वजह से जो अल्ट्रा वायलेट रेज ज़मीन पर आ रही थी, क्लाइमेट चेंज को मजीद वो कर रहे थे, गंभीर बना रही थी, तो उसको रोकने के लिए उन्होंने क्योटो।
वेरी गुड, आई अप्रिशिएट यू, थैंक यू वेरी मच मेरी तरफ से।
जी, Javed Ahmed Khan sir, what were your optional subjects?
Sir, my optional subject in PCS were Islamic history, international relations and journalism. In CSS special IR, Islamic history, international law, Pashto and gender studies were my options.
Wish you good luck.
Thank you, sir.
What is the importance of the 14 points of President Woodrow Wilson in IR?
Yes, sir. The importance of 14 points of Woodrow Wilson in IR is immense because these were the points that not only democratized the foreign policies at that time, because at that time foreign policies were conducted in a highly elite-centric atmosphere. And second, agreements were happening in secret agreements were happening, and these secret agreements were undermining international relations. So Woodrow Wilson formulated 14 points in which he not only provided blueprints for the international order, but also it ended the World War I amicably.
What was the policy of appeasement?
Appeasement policy in IR, we call it a policy where an aggressor was appeased at the expense of war, at the expense of peace. Like Germany was time and again appeased by England and France, because they did not want to confront it. That's why they allowed Hitler. He attacked Yugoslavia, then he attacked Poland, then he attacked Czech Republic, and at the last, when he attacked Poland, then World War II erupted.
During the caliphate of Hazrat Umar Razillahu Ta'ala, the Battle of Yarmouk was fought. Who was the commander-in-chief of the Muslim army in that battle?
In Yarmouk?
Yes.
In the Yarmouk battle, I think Hazrat Umar was, I think, the commander, or Saad bin Abdul Waqar, Saad bin Abdul Khalid bin Walid was the commander-in-chief of the Muslim army.
Hazrat Abu Ubaidah bin Jarrah, he was also an important commander of the Muslim army, especially during the caliphate of Hazrat Umar Razillahu Ta'ala. What was the cause of his death?
The cause of Abu Ubaidah?
Yes, Abu Ubaidah bin Jarrah.
Sir, I'm sorry, I don't.
He died in a plague.
I have read it, but now
In a plague.
I recall it. Yes. I think he was.
Plague. He was a victim of a plague.
Victim.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And my last question: As you are well aware that the government has introduced the 26th Amendment.
Yes.
It has been passed by the Parliament. There are two opinions about the 26th Amendment. Definitely, government is saying that we brought or we are implementing the 26th Amendment for the purpose of providing speedy and inexpensive justice to the people.
Yes.
Whereas those people who are the opponents of the 26th Amendment, they are raising questions about the integrity or about the intentions of the government. What is your take on 26th Amendment?
Sir, there are two sides to this amendment. One is that positive that it has provided parliamentary oversight or judicial. It will stop undue judicial activism, which was order of the day before this special, because we saw three prime ministers were disqualified on a very flimsy ground by our judiciary, which otherwise would not have come. And the negative side is that
How 26? My question is how 26th Amendment would prevent this thing in future?
it will prevent in a way that now the judge will be appointed by the parliamentary committee. Now, parliamentary committee will appoint those judges who are very sane, who are who have not that intention of judicial activism. But in long run, it will undermine judicial independence. Like ICJ has said that after the passage of 26th Amendment, Pakistan judiciary has become as attached department because the separate.
यार पहले वाला जो आर्गुमेंट तो वो सही है, अभी आप डिफेंड ना करें जुडिशरी को। जो पहले आपने कहा था वो सही पॉइंट है, उसी पे स्ट्रिक्ट रहे ना।
Yes, sir.
अब आपने जो शुरू किया खामखा
Yes, sir.
कि जी जुडिशरी को वो अपना डिपार्टमेंट बनाना नहीं, पार्लियामेंट
Parliamentary committee.
सुपीरियर है, जुडिशरी पार्लियामेंट के अंडर है।
Yes.
तो ये पॉइंट आपका जो पहला सवाल था वो उसी पे आप डटे रहे। अगर आपने थोड़ा सा डेविएट किया, मैं अगर चेयरमैन होता मैं आपको 0 मार्क्स देता।
Yes, then
डोंट डू इट,
then I will stick.
प्लीज स्टिक टू व्हाटएवर यू आर टेलिंग। दैट इज मैं बड़ा मुतासिर था जब अगर साहब ने आपसे ये सवाल किया और आपने, मैं सोच रहा था कि आपका जवाब क्या होगा, बट वेरी इम्प्रेसिवली आप साइड कीजिए। ये जो एक्टिविज्म है जुडिशरी का जो पटा कर रहा है,
In every
हर चीज
प्राइम
में
मिनिस्टर को ले रहा है, इसी पे गाने रहो, इसी को रब्त करो। आइंदा से भी ख्याल रखो, अपना आउटलुक जो दुनिया के बारे में बनाते हो सोच समझ के उसी आउटलुक पे डटे रहो, उसको चेंज बाद में करो जब आपके पास नॉलेज हो।
yes.
Javed, I just want to ask you a question. What do you think? What are your views on the role of media, Pakistani media? I'm just asking. So, what is your view about
The
the
role
role
of
of Pakistani media nowadays?
Nowadays, the role of Pakistani media is encouraging because it is informing the people. Media is called as the fourth pillar of the state. It is doing that job successfully. Like it is nowadays informing people about polio cases, the rise of polio cases. Now all of a sudden, all the governments are deploying their about second democratization. It has done in a very good manner. Like local government, now every government or every political party is so working on this principle of local government due to media attention.
So, how do you handle a situation where you are asked to compromise your values?
Where I've asked
To compromise your values. For example, you are going to be a civil servant. When you are asked to compromise your value or integrity, how you can handle that situation?
So when I become a civil servant, if a state authorize me, if state ask me to deal with the agitation or with some tribal culture where I will be intervening, so there I will keep in my values in backyard. First, I will try to solve it in the constitutional ambit. If it requires me to sacrifice my values and my ethos, then I will not think for a second. I will go for the constitution, which and rule of law. I will maintain it strictly.
मैं एक सवाल करूंगा चलते चलते में, ये डिस्क्रिशनरी पावर्स क्या होते हैं?
Yes, discretionary powers are those powers which an office has, which are entrusted or which are given to an officer by the concerned department discretion.
क्या इसका बैकिंग स्टैट्यूटरी है, कोई इसको डिस्ट्रिक्ट पावर से जस्टिफाई लॉ करता है?
I think, sir, they are sometimes not mentioned in law.
स्टैट्यूट सपोर्ट करता है डिस्क्रिप्शन पावर
Sir,
को?
I think it may not be supported by the statute, but it is their office that gives them those powers. Like deputy commissioner has certain powers, and commissioners have power. The police force has.
The district powers are without any law.
Sir, I'm sorry, I have
Go and study it tonight
not.
and we get ready for that.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.